They not like us. They not like us. They not like Okay, so some of you watching this might know who Firegod82 is. He's an almost daily Berkham live streamer and a nearly 19-year-old. Why would I need to say that? I think you can figure that one out. But on today's controversy, Firegod is being exposed for being racist and talking to minors. Seems like Firegod is taking the 2 for $5 mix and match deal. But other than that, I got sent lots of information and also with a lot of evidence. So this isn't some like trust me kind of video. Now before I get into it, I'll put up some background information about like what he's done and kind of like before the exposing. You can pause it if you want, but I'll just be reading the juicy parts if you know what I mean. So on the 30th of June 2024, D-Clan, I know I'm just saying that wrong, found out that one of Firegod's server mods was underage. The teacher that is underage is called PZZZ, and he is 10 years old. Sadly with no proof, D-Clan found out that PZZ is underage in 2023. In VC, with him stating that he's 9 years old. Firegod is friends with a minor being PZZZ, and he doesn't care about the age difference. When Zach and External tried asking PZZ how old he was to prove that he was underage, PZZZ decided to call them both pedos. Even after Zach said, "You don't have to tell us if you're not comfortable with it." PCCZ then continued to spread lies with other Firegod server members, and here's evidence for that. And that's a big hit for Firegod. But let's keep going. Firegod's response. Firegod decides to ignore the accusation that PZZZ made and instead decides to make an announcement about us, the argument against Firegod. Getting removed from the server and decides to ignore the fact that PZZZ called Zach and External pedos. This could be due to the fact that his fanbase is mainly young children and are mostly not teenagers, meaning that they are not as educated in such a serious manner. Therefore, if they do not understand the sickening context of the situation, this could ultimately be why Firegod chose to ignore the accusations. There's also a confrontation on a live stream, and if you want, you can read this paragraph too. But let's move on to the conclusion. In conclusion, we believe that he's a bit of a creep for desperately attempting to stay friends with a 10-year-old child despite several accusations, proven to be true, made against him. Firegod constantly acts quickly to disprove any accusations made against him by deeming them false. Despite the fact that we have screenshots of him being friends with a 10-year-old child, his swift and desperate attempts to deny and ignore those accusations, in our opinion, shows even more suspicion that Firegod is a creep. If you know that you're innocent, you would not be so desperate to deny accusations and turn off server invites so people cannot know of your intentions, right? Clearly not Firegod. And the rest of this document is just talking about how Firegod's community is kind of unstable or unhinged, but in like a bad way. It's mostly his admins, his mods, and you know, just etc. There'll be a link in the description for all this info. But this sure is some news, and not very good news. But one thing I do want to bring up is the screenshot of him saying, "Okay, can I not be friends with people that are a bit younger than me?" Because I know in this video he responds saying that it wasn't like, he wasn't trying to be intimate or he wasn't being intimate, in which to his defense that would be correct. But saying just a bit younger than me, and a moderator being 9 or 10 years old, that's not a bit younger. You're double his age. So that is very concerning at best. But what are your thoughts about all this? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, thank you all for coming on this journey with me. Hopefully it was somewhat informative, and I'll see you all in the next one.